have for you today is that added bit of security with light. These are motion activated solar security lights. They're coming with 22 LEDs, and for the first time ever, we've been able to bring them to you on 3 easy payments of just $9.28. Forget the contractor. Don't worry about any of the electrical outlets and cords or changing out those light bulbs. This is really a great idea. And Ginger, I mean, just as somebody, you know, you live in a home. Like, what's really the importance with light and security?
Well, safety, number one. And you talk about security, but, you know, I hate surprises outside. So this is a big thing. And you talked about, too, hiring an electrician. They charge an enormous, outrageous fee.
I think you said this morning, we were joking, it seems like by the minute.
By the minute, it seems like by the minute, that's true. So what we did was we simplified it for you so that at home you can put this anywhere. And not only do we put the solar panel 12 feet away, which is significant because a lot of times you want to put that light into a darker area where it's not going to get a lot of sunlight. So we made that solar panel large. We made it so that you could stretch it out and you can put it up to 12 feet away and mount it. We have the holes that are already drilled in there to mount it onto the maybe side of the house, or if you even want to put it in a tree, which is great.
And you know, too, on the side of your house, sometimes it's very shaded, but the roof always gets sun. So you could pop the sun, you could, you know, pop the ladder up there and adjust it. But one of the biggest things I was so shocked by, and I don't know if you feel the same way, but so often when I think about solar lighting, and we have lots of great brands here at QVC, it's more for the ambiance and they're a little bit warmer. This is shocking to me that this light is this bright, being LEDs and yet solar powered.
It's true. We have 22 LEDs per light, and you can see I can easily adjust this to any area that I want to shine that light on to add that extra security. The motion sensor is down here. And you can also adjust the time function for the lights to come on. So someone walks right in front of that sensor, they set it off. You can set that timer from 20 seconds to 1 minute. And you can also set the distance on that motion sensor too, up to 5 meters away.
Oh, that's great.
I know, I love that. And I love that I can easily adjust this. But the biggest thing you talked about was if you have floodlights at home, I have a floodlight, actually. I had it installed when the house was built. But I also needed security light in other areas. After I moved in, I realized that. And getting those replacement bulbs are expensive, or getting a ladder to get up to replace those it's dangerous.
Exactly.
These are LED. You have 22 LEDs per light. LEDs virtually never burn out, so you don't have to worry about that. It comes with the batteries, so you have the rechargeable batteries. That's where they go in the back. They're already going to be in. Let it set outside in a full day sun with that solar panel right into the sun. Even actually if it's a cloudy day, it'll still charge.
Well, let's talk logistics about this. What do you need to get it going? How do you actually physically attach it to the house? Because I think, to your point, the biggest thing with the security lights, obviously there's probably one by the front door, but you don't just go in and out of the front door.
True, true. And I like mine also on the side of the house because there are a lot of critters in the neighborhood. There are kids, there are dogs. I want to know what's out there without looking out into the, you know, darkness. I want to be able to see. I want the sensors to go off. So when you get this at home and you pull it out of the box, it's very simple. All you do is find a place where you want to mount the solar light or the solar panel. And then once you do that, you have 12 feet of extension to go ahead and mount this into the area where you want it. Again, you can put this in a tree.
Yeah,
you can put this on the furthest part of your property, out by a garage, out by an area where you have your garbage cans, if you have the little critters who like to get into the garbage.
Or what's your path on a daily basis? You know, you don't just, maybe some of you go to and from your car, you leave your house, you walk through the garden. What I think is so genius about this is at the end of the day, it's $27.84. And I'm not sure if you've priced floodlights lately, but they're not exactly the least expensive thing I've ever seen. And a lot of times you have to buy a bulk of them, and then you never change them out, and you kind of have a basement full of those lights. What's brilliant about this, and at QVC, we give you 3 easy payments for the first time ever of $9.28. So when you think about those fall projects, you know, honey, it's going to get darker sooner than later. You know, I'd still love to be outside, but you know, we're in and out at all different times. I'd love to be able to have the security on this. I'd love to be able, you know, to see a little bit better around the perimeters corners of our home. This is the time that, you know what, if you've literally got a little screw gun or the electric
sure, yeah, the drill,
the drill,
yes.
You can pop this into the side of your house or a tree for that matter.
It's so easy. And look at the light. I've had so many people say to me, this is more like a floodlight or, you know, than a solar light, because as you said, solar, we think of decorative.
Right.
This is not decorative. This is totally functional. This is light that you can put anywhere around your house to add that safety, to add, you know, extra security to your home with that motion sensor.
Which is great. And I'll be honest with you, though, how bright these lights are. I know our personal floodlights, they have that very thick frosting.
Right.
I think this is brighter than our floodlight at
You might be right about that.
Which is pretty cool considering that it's solar. A lot of you are picking up more than one. We've got more than 100 out the door. Don't be shy in, you know, doing these home projects on places you'd like to light up around the house. With fall here and the dark, you know, nights coming a little sooner than later, this is a great thing to add to the home. It's 22 LED lights for motion activated solar security. It's M41726. All right, Dan, you got a hot pick from Shark. Let's take a gander.
I haven't heard the word gander in a long time. I like that. Grandmom and your mom both knew that if you really wanted to get things clean, and this is all about fall cleanup, you had to scrub. That's why Mom and Grandmom got on their hands and knees to scrub the floor. We don't want to do that anymore. Shark is the company that figured it out. The unit that I'm about to show you is in limited quantity. We have no